Good afternoon and welcome to the official ARC channel. This is Fortunate coming at you. It is November 4th, and you know what that means. That is our private sale date. We are starting today. It's a little past 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're ready to get here rocking, and we are very happy to be here for you and with you as we go through the initial stages of this private sale. And we are having this private sale for a few days here, I believe till the November 11th. And then we'll start the public pre-sale round number 1. So I'll pass it on to our wonderful, incredible founder, Mr. Atlas here. He's been with us and very hype, very cordial, calm, cool, collected, and very professional, if I say so myself. I'll hand the floor over to him so we can get started with a little bit more details here.
Thank you for that fantastic introduction, Fortunate. And guys, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I believe it is on the East Coast, 1:14 p.m. In Europe, UTC time 5:14. And we are live with the contract. We're going to do a demonstration. It's being recorded for those of you that maybe are driving and you're not able to see the screen. You'll be able to take a look at a bit later. We're going to have Mr. Brett Norden, the engineer of the system, the 2-ton man, working so hard all these past months, working with our advisors and really putting the system together. We also have on deck here Mr. Green, the genius out of Switzerland. His reputation precedes him in the Solidity whole realm. And we also have Alex, Mr. Gordy. Pretty much only one of our staff is not here from the back end team. That other gentleman who's also fantastic. He's actually at a client location at the moment. So without further ado, Mr. Brett Norden, please step right up and show us how to get this crypto.
Very exciting times. Yes, I hope everybody can see my screen. And what I'm going to do is I'll just do a quick overview of the website and just show you a couple things, and we can talk about the private sale and the details surrounding that. The first thing is the subdomain up here. We'll have that posted in the TG if we don't already. It is private.arcfi.io. And so that's the official link that you'll need to make sure that you're on in case there's any scammers or anybody else out there that's trying to recreate this or hijack something. Just be safe. Then these little clickable buttons that are on the website all have little information. So this was for the countdown timer, which is now ended. This gives you the little details on this specific NFT that you're purchasing. So the minimum contribution for this round, for the private round, is 250 up to a maximum of 1,000 BUSD. And then this talks about the pre-sale round has a hard cap of 275,000 USD or 100,000 ARC. And then there's some more details here, just talks about the minimum and maximum again. And then something we want to highlight is that only one contribution can be made per NFT. So you can't come back later and add more BUSD or more ARC to that NFT. Once you make this purchase, it's finalized and that NFT is locked. Was there anything else you wanted to add on that, Atlas, or is that pretty good?
That's excellent. Please continue.
Okay. And then we have a drop-down menu here for the different currencies that you can make the purchase with. Let me get rid of those little things. I like the fact that they stick, actually. It's kind of cool. Let's see here. Oh, that was the other one. I keep toggling. There we go. And then it will tell you an estimated amount of ARC that you'll receive for direct deposit at launch. Once again, all of the pre-sale ARC are going to be directly deposited into the ARC vault at the time of launch. So if we scroll down here, this part's going to be inactive, this claim private sale down here, but this is what will enable the ARC to be deposited into your ARC vault when that's time, when you come back to claim your private sale tokens. But that's not going to be working at the moment. So what I can do is I can just, one more field here, the referrer. So if you did have a syndicate leader that you were assigned under, or you came from a team, you'll want to put that referral link here. I don't have one for this demo, but you want to put their wallet address here, just like on other ROI dApps that have referral systems. It works exactly the same. And that's recorded into the NFT metadata so that we keep track of that. So even if the NFT is transferred or sold or anything like that, that referrer link will remain with that NFT. So at the time of launch, when those ARK get deposited into the ARK vault, that referrer will get credit for that. So let me go ahead and connect my MetaMask wallet. Well, I'm not going to get so many notifications here. So if you have MetaMask or Trust Wallet, you'll need to make sure that you're on the smart chain. So this is the Binance Smart Chain. If you don't have the network address, we probably should provide the network address to that. And then maybe for BUSD, if you don't have the BUSD token address, we can maybe provide that. But you'll want to make sure that you at least have a little bit of BNB in your wallet for gas fees, because this is on the BSC network. So anytime you do a transaction or connect your wallet to provide, to get permissions or approval from the website, it will have a slight gas fee. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to connect my wallet. Oh, this one's not connected. Hold on. Let me disconnect it and then reconnect it. So you'll see this pop up, select MetaMask. And then I can see here that I have 0.03 BNB for my gas fee. And then if I select BUSD, oh, I guess I'm on the wrong wallet. Hold on, guys, just 1 second. Let me just refresh real quick. Let me disconnect my wallet for a second. I think I was on my previous wallet. Let me reconnect it. Let's see if it works.
If I might just jump in here, Brett.
Yeah.
This wallet here you see is not connected. There at the top, next to Turn21, it says not connected to MetaMask. You gotta there on the left of that thing, click there. Yeah. Click on connect. Exactly, and now go out again out of that. Click just there. Yeah, now it should. Yeah, now just click disconnect. Do a refresh of the page after you don't, and now do a refresh. Like it's always a bit difficult with those, and yep, and now you can now connect. It should also already be connected with a new one. Choose BUSD, and you should see your.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Green. It's always good to have the experts on the call here. Okay, so I've connected my wallet. I think you saw I had a little bit of gas fee available, and then I have 1,000 BUSD, which is the max for the NFT. So I'm going to go ahead and put in that amount. And then this is the amount I would be receiving at time of launch. And then I hit approve BUSD. And this is just the permission.
This time again, you somehow had MetaMask somewhere else. Oh, did it show up for you?
Yeah, it was fine. I just had to make the approval. Yeah, it was at 12. I think it said 12 cents. So give permission for the BUSD to access. Yep. So I just had to connect. Yeah, let me see here. Let me make sure that's the correct, my correct address there. Pretty sure it is. Yep, that's correct. Oh, I think I might have done it twice.
Yep. Yeah, you double clicked.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I love that approvals are only 12 cents. So it doesn't matter if you do it twice.
Yeah, so. There we go. Like it just took a second there to confirm.
Yeah, one thing I can add while we wait for this to finalize, the approval function actually approves a lot, like way more than needed. But that is, oh, there we go.
And then I can go to this link here. Yeah, I can go to this link here to confirm and view the NFT. So this will open in a new tab. I may need to connect my wallet here. Hold on.
Oh, I think that's already it.
I think this is the other one that we did. Oh, sorry. I think this was the other wallet that we did for the test. Oh, well, there was one there. Oh, that's right.
Exactly.
Yep. And we're just waiting for the metadata to come over, correct, Mr. Green?
Yep, I already sent in a request to NFTrade for them to update it. And yeah, it might take a day or so, but or maybe a few hours. But most importantly, like if you want to, you can actually go to the contract page. If you scroll down here a bit on that page and go to go to the asset details there next to history. Yep, and there you see the contract address down there with the lots of A's there. That thing, if you click on that one, and you now have, I think you minted the number 2, right? Yep, that will be number 2. And now you can, just so to verify so that you know it's actually even without the image showing, you can go to contract. Like at the top there to the contract, read contract, and you can now go down here and check contribution amount of ID number 4. Just open that up. Yep, and now you can put in the number 2 in that field. And hit query. And here you see that even without the metadata showing, your contribution is saved in the contract. That's actually why I don't like the word metadata, because it is contract data. So your contribution is saved within the code on the blockchain. So even if you can't see your NFT or it doesn't show up in MetaMask or whatever, the NFT is registered and the amount is there. And once we open the claiming for depositing it into the vault, you will then get exactly that amount worth in ARK deposited for you. That was just like, this is the technical way of checking the exact amount. And it also has 18 additional zeros in the end. So, yeah.
Very nice. Thank you for walking me through that. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
All right. So that's it. All right. So that's it. Cover anything?
No, I think that's great. If you want to go ahead and to stop the screen share. And what we'll do here, we're going to go ahead and open it up, see if any of our great folks here joining us today have any questions in regards to what we're showing you or how anything works. Is there anybody that has a question? And if you're not speaking, if you don't mind putting your microphone on mute, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, go right ahead, sir.
Can we participate, and do we have to be whitelisted to be able to participate?
Absolutely, sir. In the private round, we have our syndicate founders, also members, that invested into the phase 1 of our project here. So we're giving them the first opportunity. And according to what participation and the initial raise that happens from there, we may have some spots available. We have a backup list that we're putting together. If you'd like, you can DM me directly, and I'll be happy to put you on there. And then as we get further down, we have a whole week until next Friday to fill the spaces. We have some people that are showing up now that hadn't heard that they had an opportunity from phase one to get into the private sale. We want to make sure that all those investors get the opportunity to come here first. They've been here with us from the beginning, and we really don't want to leave anyone behind. So just contact me, and I'll be happy to put you on the list. We'll get you on there, and thank you for being here. May I ask how you heard about ARC?
Yeah, I'm from the DGEM protocol, and I believe Denzel was telling us about it and SK. So
Fantastic.
Big shout out to SK Crypto and Denzel. Thanks for spreading it.
Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic folks. Especially SK has been really mentoring us and working with me directly. We're going back to February, March of this year. So fantastic person. And none of this would have been possible really without him, and opening up a lot of doors, some great advisors that he was able to bring on to really help us to get to where we are. We're very excited about this opportunity, very grateful to really have met Mr. Green, Brett Norden, Alex, Gordy, and it's such a fantastic team that it's almost, for me personally, a dream come true. We went through two sets of developers that, traditionally we're able to see that they overpromise and underdeliver. And, we went through two of those. It's taken us a long time, but we've had a great opportunity to really slow down and make sure we find the right folks, as well as take the time to make sure that the whole system and the way that it's put together is really built for sustainability, right? So we'll move on to the next question. Pardon me.
Yeah, so Atlas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One of my people tried to mint number one, NFT number one, but his screen keeps showing, or his MetaMask keeps showing pending.
Okay. Let's see here. How long ago did this transaction was attempted?
Well, it was probably right after launch after start.
Let me just take that over for you, Atlas. Hey there,
Thank
Marcel.
you.
So the thing is, I've seen that one before. He put in approximately $500. It was 1.36 BNBs worth an equivalent of 477.47 BUSD. That one is logged in. I can also tell you that MetaMask is sometimes a bit slow. So I have that several times already, that MetaMask shows something as pending or error or whatever. But the important part is actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that transaction here and go over and just check your Marcel. So I'm just going to go into the little chat here, and I'm going to send you the how can I say, like the link to the transaction where it went through.
Yeah. Okay.
So that you can forward that to your friend Marcel.
But
there we
go. If he goes into the asset details, it doesn't show a minted time. Where when it does, it did show a minted time when you had your screen shared, or.
You mean the the confirmation after you hit mint?
Now when you go to the NFT site.
Yeah.
And you had the asset details, and it shows about collection and the blockchain details. And then in the blockchain details, the bottom thing is minted time, but for him it doesn't show a minted time.
Yeah, I see that. But that is not from us. Like, NFT Trade is an external site. As said, we're also waiting for them to update the metadata. So it's basically it is minted, it is saved, and as long as, and I just sent you a DM with the TX hash, so this all works. It's just the blockchain, especially because we're talking about it's not a braid, but the interface between the blockchain, everything that's on chain, and off-chain data, but that has to be read from the blockchain with the limitations that come with, like gas limits and all that. So NFTs always take some time until basically like the explorers update everything. There sadly isn't any service, like for example, BSC scan is, while we all take it for granted, it's actually a service where they listen to every single event that gets emitted from the blockchain and process that and display it to us in near real time. And yeah, for NFTs, that just doesn't really exist yet. But I can assure you everything went fine, and his place is secured.
Okay. Well, Mr. Green, once the D app shows the pop-up message, minting is successful, at that moment the blockchain has already sent a response back to the D app that the minting was actually successful. Otherwise, you'll get a pop-up with an error message that it didn't go right.
Yeah, and even before BSC scan is fast, but it's not real time. So I would say the order is first it shows it on the D app with the pop-up, then you can see it on BSC scan, and sometime later you can also see it either in MetaMask under the NFTs or on NFTrade. So yeah. Okay. But as long as it's as long as you can check your wallet on BSC scan and it shows it up there, you're fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Green, for helping us with that. I mean, not every day that you get to have the Solidity dev on board here doing technical support. Extremely appreciative, and thank you for all your hard work. It's fantastic what you've put together and are continuing to build here. We got a lot of work to do, and I think the team works very well together. It's a fantastic atmosphere that happens here behind the scenes. With that, I do want to inform if there's anybody here that are on Teams and have submitted within the last, let's say, 24, 48 hours or so forth, your wallet addresses, you have not been added yet to the whitelist. We are doing it in tranches. We're giving the folks from phase one the opportunity to go ahead and contribute first. And there is no rush. There is not a first come, first served basis as far as getting in. The folks who have already been told that they have a whitelist spot that's been allocated for them, set aside, they don't have to worry. We have till next Friday. And I think I've told that to a lot of the team leaders who have already submitted their forms. We might get some of them today. I just wanted to take a little bit of time before we get too many people at the same time who might have a question or need some customer support to not have our staff here overwhelmed answering questions if everybody's trying to do everything at the same time. I hope that is not of any inconvenience to any of you. We will be pretty much 24/7 here going through this process. And I will let your respective team leaders know once we have updated the contract and added your addresses so that you may go ahead and make your contribution. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, Atlas, I do.
Go right ahead, Mr. Rooster.
Okay, so are we using BNB to buy or USDC?
It's BUSD on BSC, and you're going to need BNB for paying the gas fees.
Okay, so I usually use Crypto.com, so I need to set up a deal with Binance.
No. What do you have right now? Which token?
So I've got USDC in my DeFi wallet, and I have a Binance token set up in MetaMask right now anyway from another deal I was doing. So okay. I mean,
so you've got BNB on BSC, correct? Right now,
on
or just USDC?
I've got USDC. I've got that waiting. I've moved
chain?
Over all the crypto from our miner over into that.
Which chain is that USDC on right now?
It's on, well, it'd be under Crypto.com.
Cronos. Okay. It's on Cronos.
It's on Crow, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, look, with that, we have a very... I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, because he's on Crypto.com, he cash it out on any different chains, but he would definitely need a MetaMask or some sort of wallet before he participates to make sure he can control that NFT, as far as I know.
Rooster.
I've been on that since we started the miner.
Fantastic. Look,
okay.
Rooster, I'm going to send you a link right now. Let me go ahead and get you set up. Have you used XY Finance before, Rooster, by any chance?
I have not.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. When we finish up here, I'm gonna get with you and I'm gonna walk you through it personally. It is a fantastic place. It's very economical. The transaction fees are very low, and it's super quick. So what we're gonna do, we'll do it together. We're gonna take that USDC and we're gonna convert it to BUSD. And if you need some BNB also to pay some gas fees, I'll show you how to do that. It's gonna land right in your MetaMask wallet, and you'll be able to come right in and do the transaction as you saw Mr. Brett Norton do here live. So you're all set. And like I said, there is no rush whatsoever, guys. No one's going to take your spot. We've got many days. This was all perfectly planned to make sure that there was not any pressure and folks feeling like, they had to drop things or they had to, really, hurry to be able to get in here. It's not your traditional type of, launch or private sale that gets a little complicated and it just becomes a bit of a whole debacle, right? So since we're calm, cool, and collected, we're launching December 2nd. We want to give everyone plenty of time. We want to also give your friends, your family, your other co-investors from other projects that you've met. And once you're locked in and you got your position, you're going to have 3 more weeks to get them into the public presale. And then those guys are also going to be able to get their friends and coworkers, whoever they want to bring over, to bring, the volume for launch, which is extremely important for all of us, right? So if we do that all in a rush, we're really doing a disservice to ourselves, to the community, and really for the success of the whole project. We want to go out and do a lot of AMAs. We want to get some fantastic YouTube videos done and make sure that before we launch that everyone's in position, everyone understands, is able to really explain and convey very, very clearly how the system works, what's fantastic about it, and has had time to spend here with the team. And with that, I think we're gonna be in a beautiful position to launch and get some fantastic traction. There's already been a lot of folks that have come in and showed great interest. It's humbling for us. We're very happy. We're very honored to have you folks here, and for giving us the opportunity to invest with you, to grow with you. So I'll get with you, Rooster. Okay, we're gonna get you taken care of, my friend. It's really easy.
Okay, you're just gonna personal, call me.
Yeah. I'll get on with you, and I'll do a screen share. I can walk you through it. It's a fantastic. There's Elk as well. I don't like Elk so much. That's another platform that you could use to go cross chain and swap your tokens. It's so much simpler, quicker, and faster. And we'll go ahead and post a link here for you guys that want to, come from another chain here to BSC, which I think is going to be a small amount of folks, but we're very happy to help you. I mean, we've done this so much because we were bringing people from BSC to Kronos, right? our phase 1 was all Kronos, so we became very, very good at just getting folks to cross over. So no worries, we've got you absolutely covered. Is there anybody else that might have a question or a comment? Let's see here.
Actually, I wanted to ask something about that USDC thing, because we do allow minting with USDC as well as 20 other currencies. The question is just on what chain are those USDCs?
Correct.
If you have them on the BSC chain, you can directly mint using those. Just wanted to add that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, did we post into the chat here an image? This is going out to our admins. Did you guys post a picture of the different tokens that you can use to buy into the private sale? We saw it on the video in the D app, but I don't think we've posted it. If one of you guys have it, maybe Gordy or Alex, if you could post it here for the rest of the community. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can. You mean the picture where all the currencies are shown?
Correct. That's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see here. Who's here with us?
Posted it.
I think Alex has it. Alex is here.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Great. So yeah, I think that went pretty smooth, guys. And oh, there it is. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Justin, Rio, are we going to add docs? Yeah, we're doxed already from before, and at some point we'll probably turn on our cameras. People know who I am, where I live. A lot of investors have come here to meet me personally before, and one who's actually here was here 3 weeks ago with his wife and 2 daughters, Dr. Marcel. So yeah, we're definitely have no issue with showing who we are. We're not going to give you our social security number or ID, driver's license info, but yeah, we've been around and people know who we are, and we're happy to show our faces. But I got to make sure to put my tuxedo on.
I've got a good question. I was reading through the white paper.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed that we couldn't see the different, like how many tokens you get per $1,000 at different stages of pre-sales and private sales.
Okay, could you repeat that? I don't know if I understood you correctly.
Yeah. So, how many tokens do you get in the private sale for $1,000 compared to the ulterior stages?
The price is $2.75 per ARC, right? So we're looking, I think it's 300. Let me do it real quick.
363. I think it's what popped up on my screen when I did the live purchase with 1,000 BUSD.
Okay. Does that change in different stages?
Yes, it okay. Changes in each public round. We can't give you the price right now of what the public 1, 2, and 3 are going to be, as we have to wait till we finalize the full completion, right, of the private round. The main reason, Moon, is that the investors, when at the time that we put a form out and asked them, if they wanted to contribute, we understood that it would take us some time to really get the contracts, get everything really in order. And some folks, if they said they were going to invest 1,000, maybe when it came time to it, they only had 400 or 500. These are difficult times, and I think a lot of folks understand that. So we didn't want to pressure anyone into having to commit and maybe 2 months pass or whatever amount of time, and then having a situation where they wouldn't be able to fulfill that commitment. On the other hand, we also made a minimum deposit of $250. And if somebody at that time, all they could do was $250, $300, and they were able, by the time we were ready to go ahead and do this, to come up with more, maybe double the amount or the full contribution of 1,000 max, we wanted to give them that opportunity. Our investors have been fantastically patient with us, and we wanted to also extend that opportunity to make the decision when it was time. So according to how every investor who's been whitelisted is coming and doing their contribution, we will tally all of the raise and we will understand how many tokens were sold and how many are left over. With the remaining tokens, then we're going to go ahead and divide that supply into the 3 rounds, and we'll be able to give exactly what the price is going to be.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hey, Atlas.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I was reading the white paper, excited about the project, and I'm glad to see that Green Crypto's got his stamp on there. I've heard a lot of good things about his dev work. Super genius guy. So excited about that.
That's the right word, genius.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, tell me about the liquidity controller a little bit. Can you hone in on that? How is that different from like the LMS that's used on other different dApps and stuff? How is this going to be a little bit different to control that range?
Well, we still, in the back room, doing all of the mathematical formulas as well as projections, calculations according to the different plans. What the strategy is going to give us the result. I would not be able to tell you how it's different, as it's not complete. And there's also, to the credit of some of these other systems, there's a lot of IP. There's a lot of information of how they're doing their things that it's a black box that not everybody can go ahead and see what's happening, which I think is quite fantastic. And that's something that we're going to follow in those footsteps, because we want to offer it as a service, right? Liquidity control as a service to other projects that are going to be coming out later, or some that might already be launched and are looking for a fantastic opportunity to bring that price stability to their project and their investors. So at this point, there is nothing I could tell you to even compare to anyone else. I could just say that we have some amazing, brilliant minds here on staff, and it would be detrimental, and I think really kind of sad if we didn't take advantage of this talent and bring it together. So it's going to be a process that that's going to continue, and I think when we reach the final product, we'll have a better idea to come back and tell you guys maybe a comparison, or maybe not to compare and just say what's so fantastic about ours.
Nice. Well, appreciate you guys again for bringing a solid ROI DApp to the surface here. And there's some out there that's solid that I'm in. I'm just glad to have another one on the table to get into. So appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your nice words about me. May I ask, where did you hear about me? I'm always wondering. It's always new places.
Yeah, so I'm all in different groups, man, just trying to learn as much as I possibly can. And your name had popped up about some dev work a while back with some stuff, and I just did that name just kind of stuck in my mind. And y'all did another AMA, I think it was a while back that I heard, and somebody had mentioned you as well on that end. So it's all positive, good stuff. And I don't know if it was you or somebody else that was from Alabama. Who is?
No, I'm not from Alabama.
No, I know, but there's somebody in your. Somebody in your team that's
there was a gentleman last night from Alabama that recognized, I believe, Mr. Green, and said his reputation preceded him.
Yeah,
so
I'm from the Gulf Coast on this area in Florida on the Panhandle. So somebody in the group was raised down here and said some good things about the area and stuff. So
fantastic, yeah. And look, Mr. Green is somebody that's been really a blessing. It's turned everything around for us, because our weakness was our development team. We had guys that had the experience, but just weren't able to really focus and complete the tasks that we needed. And in the end, I'm glad it happened that way, because we were able to go from an average Joe to a savage Joe, and that's what we have here with Mr. Green. He's working with us here full time. We have so much to build. We got the mobile app that's going to be coming out. That's going to be really a game changer in the whole ROI DApp space, and bringing, the average Joes and, James at the water cooler, hey, I heard about ARC, 2% a day. They want to come in, they want to get on. Okay, here, download the app. Here's my QR code. Now you're signed up under me, pull out your credit card, do a transaction, get your crypto, get your ARC, dump it into the ROI DApp, and then go out and sign up more friends. So, we're poisoning ourselves as a business, and we want to offer these contracts. We want to offer everything we're building here, even our mobile app. We want to offer to other projects, to offer DeFi as a service. And, Mr. Green and our other developers are going to be working here full time. And we want to help other developers, other projects. Maybe some of you guys want to go out and create something. You have a great idea. We are open. Write to us. We want to help you. I mean, obviously we got to, get our stuff done first. Our priority here is ARC, but we see a future for us going out and helping these other projects, and then bringing all of that profit of that liquidity back into our system, as well as to our NFT holders, and adding different revenue. So we not only see him as someone that's going to help us, it's going to help the whole project through what we can build and what we can offer. I hope that makes sense.
What you just said was super strong for the community. I mean, that's what we need, people that's going to go out and want to build everybody up and start bashing other products and different type things. So what you just said, man, was super strong, and it just makes you want to get more into your project because you care about the community and everything else. So that's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, there's going to be, folks are going to come maybe 3-4 months down the road and pick up the ball where it's at and just take it further down the field. And if we can, help them, because we're talking here about a lot of time, a lot of money, and, talent's really hard to find. Some of these guys, you write to them, they get back to you in 3 weeks, and they try to, strong arm you. We had a quote just to do our front end a month and over $35,000, because just nobody, doing, React, Web3, and they don't even do it well. I hate to tell you the truth. They don't even do it well. And if you went and got someone that had those skills in the real world, I mean, you'd probably be talking about maybe $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. But just because it's crypto they want to, bend you over, and they want to take advantage of you. And then you wait, and then you pay. And it's really a mess. So, building this team and being able to deliver and being able to develop this, it'll give a lot of folks who don't have those resources, the talent, and the time, the opportunity to pretty much plug and play, get started, and go out there. I mean, obviously, we hope that those folks have the best intentions, and we'll do our due diligence, because we don't want people to use our tech to go and hurt somebody else, right? So there's a certain sense of responsibility. But look, it's a small world when you think about it, and you can pretty much get a feel and ask some questions and spend time with folks and see where their heart is at and what they're really here to do, especially if they've been around for some time, have made some great contacts and have some great references. Hey, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help you. Of course, right now our focus is to complete this, but we have to talk about the vision. We have to talk about where we're going, what we intend to do, because it's not just about launching, our IDAP. There's so much more that has to happen here. So, we thank you guys for the opportunity to share here with us and invest. Thank you. Let's get this crypto. Oh, and I forgot we had something here to, since we're officially open for private, we can do this one. And guys, bye. Let's go. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Is there another question? Someone that might have a comment or question? We'd love to hear from you guys. Don't be shy. Step up.
I got one if you can.
Let's go.
Hey, nice to meet you, brother. I read the white paper pretty thoroughly. I saw that buying the NFTs, once they're in there and once they're attached to a vault, I know you can't transfer them or send them until you have maxed out and then go for round 2 on another wallet. But I guess my question is I also read that you can do an upgrade of those NFTs. So like say I started out or someone started out with instead of going to the wall with platinum out of the gate, which I think was 10K. If we were to start at one of the lower level ones, once we deposit our ARC into the vault and we're rolling and more funds come in, and we wanted to be able to take advantage of the CWR, in the levels with a higher grade. Can we upgrade in the middle of that, or do we have to wait for the max wallet on that one too? It can be upgraded any time.
Mr. Brett, are you there, sir?
Yeah, sorry, I was working with Alex and stuff. That's a good question. It was about upgrading the NFT at any time and keeping it attached to the wallet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's correct. So once it's attached to the wallet, as long as it's connected to the same wallet, then that's possible to upgrade. It would just be moving it to another wallet and disconnecting that NFT that would cause the problem.
That's all I needed.
Yep.
And about the upgrade, is that covered?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I just wanted to know.
Okay, because I know Brett's probably like 3 different groups right now answering questions, and we probably got him right in the middle of that. But Mr. Silver, if you're satisfied and he was able to address exactly what you wanted to know, I think we're good. Do you have any other questions, sir?
No, I'm good. I appreciate you guys.
May I ask how you heard about ARC?
I know a few of the guys that were helping with the project, Dugan, SK, Kelly.
Oh, welcome home, man.
Yeah, no, you guys got a good group of people in there. I'm excited.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we're blessed. Absolutely. When I look around, I see the folks that are here shoulder to shoulder with us and collaborating with us. It's something that I've even said to my wife. I was like, when we first started this, if you would have told me, who we're working with and what we're doing here at this level, I would have, told her away. No way. That's a bit far fetched. So, we went through our struggles, as I mentioned before, of finding the right folks, but in the end, it came together, and we couldn't be happier. So it was all worth it, and we hope that you're all going to be able to really take advantage of that and be here with us. Thank you for the question. Is there anybody else that would like to ask a question or has a comment? Please go right ahead. All right, folks. Well, look, I just want to.
Hey, Atlas, can I ask one?
Yeah, VJ, welcome back, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Could you talk a little bit about the marketing you guys intend to do beyond the three public pre-sales? Thank you.
Okay. Oh, great question. Well, look, we understand that this is a different animal, right? This is not a meme or a shitcoin where you spend funds on PooCoin ads and just useless things that are not effective. If you're not careful, what you're doing, you're going to be able to just burn money or flush it down the toilet. Even in that space of, the PooCoin ads, if you talk to a lot of the developers that have had experience, they understand that after 3 days, it's ineffective. It's just not going to work for you. Now, taking into consideration the difference here, we are taking a perspective that's much different than that. And I think also to what a lot of other folks are doing, we believe the efforts really from us are going to be primarily into creating tools that are going to enable the investors that come in here to, send a video or share a link or a small presentation as a teaser that will, be easy to consume, easy for the folks to see if they're interested or not. And if they are, then they could come here where every single evening we're going to be doing a podcast to answer any questions of any new investor. We understand that a lot of folks are not salespeople. They're, busy with their lives, their children, their job, and they can't sit for 30 minutes, an hour or so, and get a new investor to load MetaMask and show him how investing in DeFi, especially for those people that have never invested in crypto. With our phase 1, we did 67 podcasts in 69 days, and that was all educational. So the idea here is, like I said, create those tools that are going to catch attention. And then we're going to have, our staff here. I'm personally here every single evening to answer all the questions, really present, really close with the whole investor community. So that's our main focus. Obviously, we're going to do AMAs. We're going to work with YouTubers, a lot of Medium articles, a lot of the stuff that we know works, that we've seen in other projects that, is an absolute must. However, we take a different approach. We take a more hands-on approach of having that one-to-one reach and, really hand-holding and being able to spend time every single day. I'm not the type of person that just has a business and, come, once a month or once a week. I'm very hands-on in anything that I do, and I'm doing this full time. A lot of our guys are here full time. So what better effort than to be present and be able to really engage with the community and make sure that everything's going properly, right? So that's the main directive that we're going to follow here. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much for that. I really like that individualized kind of word of mouth kind of approach and daily AMAs and really guiding people through the protocol and what to look out for and how best to maximize their returns from it. Nothing like it. Because, once you get someone like that, they're going to stay and they're going to bring their friends. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much for sharing that. Yeah.
Right. And that's what we do best, I believe, is to sit here and make sure that anyone that comes in new is not overwhelmed. There's also a policy here of no poaching, no promotion of teams. Hey, I'm going to give you more airdrops, because if that's the environment, I believe that why would I bring my neighbor, my dentist, anyone to an investment where I'm afraid that they're going to get poached, right? That somebody's going to try to take advantage of their new And he just came to look around, see how professional the environment is.
Sure.
You know, are the owners, are the staff there? How do they conduct their business? You know, are they empathetic? Are they just, you know, greedy? And is the vibe negative?
Yeah.
Or is there really a sense of comfort and respect and camaraderie that's just going all around? So with that, it's really our duty to make sure that if you bring somebody and you just kind of told them about it, they're going to be able to come in here, listen, or, you know, just kind of sit and, you know, look at the chat, what's being said, look at the promotional videos. I can't wait till, you know, our website and the D app and everything's really ready to go. And I can only imagine, you know, because we did that with our phase one. You know, SK did a fantastic video for us. And it was so nice to just hand that over to somebody and have them look at it, because he explains things like nobody else.
Yeah,
and that
absolutely.
just made our life easier. So when they came in, they pretty much had the same questions, a lot of them technical. We were on Kronos. Hey, how do I go to Kronos? And how do I do this? And MetaMask and my Trust Wallet. That's where, you know, Mr. Fortunate is a superstar. That guy gives us 18-hour days of customer service. I remember, you know, coming in here every single night and meeting new folks. Hey, where are you from? How long have you been here? And everyone just saying, oh, this gentleman Fortunate, he was so kind. He helped me, you know, get my MetaMask set up. He held my hand. He walked me through it. And folks are just impressed, and they feel comfortable to open their network, to, you know, call someone and say, hey, take a look at this SK video. Hey, take a look at this Medium article written by Brett Norden, you know, which is, by the way, how we met Brett. He wrote a fantastic article, you know, very detailed for the analytical investor, you know, who's not looking for hype and just, you know, flashy emojis. He's looking for, you know, data that he can, you know, calculate numbers. And, you know, through that, I said, hey, we need to step up our game and be able to communicate and create material. So let's all take a page, you know, from Brett Norden's Medium articles and step up our game and you know, elevate our ability to go out there and bring some other folks here. Because, you know, unfortunately, if we're not able to recruit, maintain, and expand our investor base, we're not going to be here very long. Let's just be real.
Yeah, absolutely, Atlas. And, you know, put me in that category of analytical investor that loves to read Medium articles. So I'm really glad you guys plan to focus on, you know, writing Medium articles and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be done. So I think that's the key here. That's our key, and that's what we do best. And, you know, now that we've got a product that we can stand behind and we feel very comfortable and believe in, I think it's a matter of going out there and winning some hearts and minds and getting everybody comfortable, situated, calm, cool, collected, and having an environment here, especially in our Telegram, our Discord. Also, we're going to put the link out as soon as we release the website for you guys. A professional feel that almost like when you go to a 5-star hotel, the red carpet's out, the flowers are fresh, they're cut, the lighting, everything's immaculate, and everyone's so kind and gentle and calls you by your name and says sir and ma'am, and you really understand that you're surrounded by folks that are smart, educated, and have a common goal, a vision of how they want to invest and who they're surrounded with.
Love it. Love it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it a lot.
Okay, BJ.
Oh, and Atlas.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to actually spoil people too much a bit, but I did just read something in our dev chat that I would really like to share with the guys here, if I may. Would you like to double check that, if I may share that already? Because it's something that's going to be live in a few minutes or whatever. I don't know how long exactly it will take. But
okay, yes, go right ahead, Mr. Green, and thank you for asking. I do appreciate that, sir.
Don't worry. So the thing is, you know, NFT trades, they're still like slow in responding. And, you know, we got such an amazing team back here. So it turns out that Alex here was tired of waiting for them to update, so that he is working on, or has already finished, not really sure about how his progress is going, but pretty soon you'll be able to check your NFTs on the website, on our website itself. Just click on My NFTs and it will show your image.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, this is like, I love the way this team works together. It's just amazing. Like, yeah.
Great
it's
update.
unbelievable. It's just, it's really, Alex, you can actually tell people how long and what or what not will happen. I just saw that message and I wanted to share it.
I'm just doing the final test right now.
Bye. Exactly. Like I was just like, like keep messaging the guys from NF Trade, like, hey, can you speed it up? It would be really nice to see those NFTs, because they're actually generated in real time. When you push that button, as soon as your NFT goes to your wallet, the NFT is generated using your contribution amount and the ID and everything, and then it gets uploaded to our API. But yeah, it's just, as I said, those interactions are a bit slow, and Alex here, he could just get that a real bit faster. And
Mr. Green, can I ask you a question? Can you explain to the community the difference between how, let's say the general standard way of NFT collections, how they're all minted and then uploaded, how different that format is to what exactly we've been able to build here, that it's actually instantly done exactly, if you put 300, it's minted 300.
Yeah.
Can you go into some detail? Because that is pretty innovative.
Yeah, I'd actually love to start out at a different point where normally with a private sale, you know how it goes with a private sale? You send money to a wallet and you kind of get some way of a promise, or maybe you're gonna get some, don't know how many, but maybe some tokens someday once we go live and stuff. And if you want your money back, or if you need some money and want to sell that your share there, none of that is possible at all, because private sales are, or used to be, in a way that you send money somewhere and you trust and hope that someday you will get something back for it. And I don't like that. I just feel like this is I still have money in private sales from months ago that I don't even know exactly where they are, and I just hope that I don't forget about them, or that they don't die before so the money is lost. But with ARK, we actually generate an NFT for you that gets the data from your mint transaction with the amount of BUSD, even if you paid it with a different currency, like if you use, I don't know, USDC, BNB, or whatever. We swap that for BUSD, and then we register that BUSD amount and write that in the contract into the assign that to the ID of the NFT that you just minted. And then once the vault goes live, everything, you can then basically use that NFT to go and basically trade in your NFT for the ARK tokens being deposited for you. And in case you say yeah, I'm early here, I just invested $1,000 here, but then a friend comes, also wants to get in but isn't whitelisted, but he absolutely wants to get in early, you could just sell him the NFT for, I don't know, $1,500 if you like. But just remember, every wallet can only mint one NFT. So if you sell your NFT, you won't be able to, you lose your spot and give it to someone else. You actually sell your spot, and you can't buy in and get another NFT later. Very important to know that. But the whole idea behind it is, we don't know the situation of people that buy into the private, and we don't know if, for example, you shared a wallet with your girlfriend, but now you broke up and you want to quickly send that NFT to your new wallet because she's a bitch or whatever. Everything's possible. I always just try to assume every possible situation and make it so that we take care of everything and everyone, so that no one feels like they have something that they, I think you get the point. I sometimes start to.
You definitely plan for the guy they called Murphy, is what you're trying to say.
Exactly. Yeah. If there is literally nothing that could go wrong in any way, except, well, no, not really. And the thing is, I don't know how we're how far we are with that other part where you can then actually trade, like sell your NFTs. It's already in the code. So the code itself contains this tiny little marketplace that I built in, where you can offer your NFT for sale for a certain BUSD amount. I strongly advise against using it directly on BSC scan, although you could. But if you do, you have to make sure that the value you put in is absolutely right with the right amount of decimals. I strongly suggest you wait until we have that set up on the website, the interface for it, because typing 18 zeros and making sure you didn't mistype can be difficult. And if you mess it up and then someone buys your $1,000 NFT for 1.5 BUSD, that would really suck. So, yeah, or better yet, don't sell it, because, well, anyway, like, to me, I'm just a developer. I don't do anything with marketing or anything. I just want to make sure everyone can do whatever they want, but aren't able to do anything that could hurt the project. So, yeah, this is what I do.
And you do it amazingly. Thank you so much, Mr. Green, and thank you for being here with us. I think it brings a lot of comfort level to investors to understand that we have, our staff here, pretty much 24/7, ready to tackle any difficulty or hiccup or anything that might be, hanging up or going slow, whatever it might be. It's extremely important. We're talking here potentially millions and millions of dollars of your funds. And I feel comfortable when I know that the tech support is there. Go ahead.
One more thing is, as long as it's not a marketing proposal, anyone is absolutely free to shoot me a DM about questions or anything. That is, but if you do send me a marketing proposal, I ban, block, and report immediately. Like no marketing proposals, but any questions or whatever. I might sometimes take some time to respond, but I always like it if people just want to, even if you just want to say hello or whatever. I don't discriminate except marketing proposals. I really hate those. So you can probably hear that from my voice. Like, I really hate those. Those are always like, I always thought that once I've blocked and reported every single one of them, they would stop. But yeah, they just have unlimited accounts. So
and Alex, our front end, he on his description in his avatar, it says, do not send marketing proposals. That's what you see when you look at Alex's profile right here on TG. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brett Norden. I believe he wants to share with us a transaction. Is that correct, Brett?
Well, to make it easier, I'll just show what the updates were that Mr. Green was just talking about.
It's already live.
Yeah, at least this portion of it. I didn't walk through a whole purchase transaction, but as you can see, so this was the NFT I just purchased initially. So if I click on my NFT in the drop down for the wallet, now it shows my private sale NFT number 2, my contribution, and then also this little value here on the NFT icon, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for NF Trade to update.
Yep.
But
at least
we were quicker.
Right after the transaction, you can go back. You can go over to your wallet drop down, and then you can find your NFT there.
Amazing.
Great
job, Alex.
Yeah, very cool.
Great job, Alex. Let's go. Fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna log off because I gotta do some cooking.
Okay. Before you go, can we ask you one last thing while we have you here, Mr. Green?
Of course.
Would you be able to tell us a bit of just how you do code differently, and how you take things from 1,000 lines to 70-something lines before you go? And how easy it is to read.
Well,
it is kind of interesting.
I could talk about that for like 3-4 hours at least, but so you got me now. I just wanted to go in, but now I just turned around and I'm going to light another cigarette and I'm going to tell you. So what exactly do you want to know? Like,
well, you criticize a lot of code out there, and that there's a lot of copy paste. There's a lot of unnecessary jargon that just even people that understand Solidity code, they're lost, and it's almost nerve wracking and hair pulling type of situations, and how you see how people are doing something, and you're like, wait, hold on. But I'd rather you say it in your own words, because it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So yeah, basically when I was when I first heard about project here, Ark, what you wanted to do, and you mentioned like, yeah, you can get all that shit from the other contracts that are similar, and we're just gonna adapt it. And I looked at those codes and I was like, no. They are hiding behind proxies, having like changeable contracts. So any miner out there that like any big of them, they all have proxies, which means they can change their contract at any time if they like. And I don't believe in that. The blockchain is, for a reason, immutable, so unchangeable. So once it's deployed, that's it. And also, I don't like it if you have stuff like variables called QTA or whatever. I mean, I do also have the variable CWR for the compound withdrawal ratio, but compound withdrawal ratio is just a very long name to type. That's why I use the short version of it. But the thing is, my code is, I would say, amongst the easiest readable by anyone. And whenever something is just like best practice, what they call it, or so, that, yeah, that's how you do it. And I'm always looking at it like, that is just too much effort. That's just too much code, and it could be way easier done that way. I mean, I can go into more detail later. For example, it's just one example that I came up with. When we add liquidity, when the liquidity tax is taken and gets sent to the liquidity pool, usually that creates a cell on the chart that costs a lot of gas because of that cell, and then adds liquidity transaction. And I analyzed it and I was like, there is much easier way to do it. And it's also implemented in the Ark token contract. So when we add liquidity, we just add the token to liquidity. Like one line of code. There it is. Synchronize the pool again, and that's it. So I think just that little tiny part in there, I'm going to save each and every one of you about, I would say, about 20-30 cents in gas fee every time you do a sell. So I don't actually prefer to like optimize gas for sellers, but I just optimize everywhere. I don't really discriminate.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And yeah, and also like the code length. If you look at Furio, whatever, I don't even know which one is which, but if you look at their codes, if you manage to find it hidden behind all the proxies, you're actually going to see that their codes are 1,800 lines in the main contract, and then it has like 12 outside contracts that each have another, I don't know how many lines. I didn't even find all of them. And I don't know how many we are currently at in the vault. There's still some things that I want to add into it on top, but I think we're about at 400 lines of code instead of 1,800 plus.
Wow. Amazing. Man.
And even that liquidity controller thingy that we talked about, I actually did just receive a call when you answered that, so I don't know how deep into it you went. But let's just say the people that wanted to sell it to us, they told me it's like super complicated and everything. And while we were talking, I basically built the code in my head. And yeah, it's not as complicated. And I mean, it's just gonna mean we have a lot more of the investors' money to put into the project itself, instead of paying someone to do something for us that I just like created myself now.
Fantastic, brother.
Yeah, so I'm all about saving money, doing stuff ourselves. And I mean, of course, I don't know, he's not in here, right? Yeah, no, he's really busy at the moment. But Jan, our very own CryptoJan. He's amazing as well. Like, whenever I have to do something, when something on the blockchain happens and I want this to show somewhere else, or so I just tell him like, hey, this is happening, can you do that? And he's like, yeah, give me a minute. And half an hour later, what he says, like, yeah, here, it's done. So, and he's also the guy that's in charge of generating the NFTs. Like, they're actually images being generated.
Can you tell us a little bit more about him? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, he's a security specialist, works for governments and financial institutions, usually, like when he's not in crypto here. And we partnered up together because I can't do anything that's off-chain, and he's amazing in everything off-chain. He knows PHP, Java, like all those languages that I just don't even know what they mean. And he does that, and he listens to events that happen. He's going to be the guy in charge of generating the potentially huge list of your downline where you can airdrop to. And so whenever you get some information or some details shown to you, but you're wondering like, whoa, where did that data come from? That's actually Jan that made that whole thing happen in the background. So if you're not really technical, you probably will never ever realize that Jan's work even exists, but it does, and it's really important.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to be quite impressed too with his profile when the website launches and our team profiles go in there. The man's extremely successful, owns several companies, also providing these services, and he's also going to be doing the mobile app, which we think is.
I forgot about that part.
Oh yeah,
sorry, but I really got to go. Like my girlfriend's waiting for me. Guys, have a great evening and happy minting. And
thank you.
We'll see each other soon.
While you're still here, could I just quickly ask a question, because it's something that you might have to help with, but it's directed to Atlas, but I think you might have to help with it. But
go ahead.
I'm a syndicate founder, and my wallet is not whitelisted. I'm trying to buy my NFT, and it just says error, not whitelisted.
No,
send that wallet to Atlas. If he confirms that it's good, he'll send it to me, and I'll whitelist you.
You're not in the first tranche, Brad. We're letting the Eternity investors go first. Your syndicate, so you're set. You don't have to worry. You're in a different tranche.
All right, I really have to go. Talk to you soon, guys.
No
go ahead. Thank you, Mr. Green.
Okay, obviously I've got I've got 3 people in the private sale on my team that are asking for my wallet address to enter when they buy their NFTs. So that was why I was asking.
Okay, I'll deal with you privately, but for right now, tell them to just hold back. We've got till Friday, and we're going to get your wallet logged in so that when they go and contribute, it'll credit you as their referral. Okay.
Lovely, thank you. So I'll just tell them to hold fire until that's been done. No problem. Thank you, mate.
Absolutely, yeah. We just want to make sure that our very patient folks from our phase 1, look, those guys have been invested with us, and they've been so patient. It's taken us some time, guys. I mean, we're not going to deny the hurdles that we had to go through. That's made us better. It's made us stronger. So I think, credit where it's due, and make sure that you take care of those people that have been taking care of you and supporting and being just so kind. There's been no FUD, like on the contrary, they're just patiently waiting. They believe in the team. They believe in our work ethic and how we were able to perform, educate, and really connect with every single one of our investors that came and spent time with us. So we want them to go first, and just also, give an opportunity to see the system, make sure that everything's working perfectly. Have a video like we just recorded here with you guys, so that the folks that are not here joining us live can look at it later, and they'll be able to walk through and pause the video and make their transaction, and not have all of them show up at the same time and create any type of bottleneck or confusion. So we're glad that we did the launch. There was the image hosting, a little bit of a setback. Obviously, the transactions are working perfectly. The contract, the DApp, everything is excellent. It was just the actual being able to see the image, which was solved. So now I feel we are in a confident position to start implementing these lists. And I'll let all of the team leaders know to let their investors go ahead. So we want to just get everything organized. So thank you for your patience there too, Brad.
No worries, bro. I know everyone's very busy, and I thought I'd been skipped.
No. Everybody's fine, and again, we love that we've really spaced this out. We've got some folks that are coming through on Monday. They're taking their time, getting everybody, logged in and set up. And, some teams have strategies that they're working together. And there's a lot of questions that we have to answer so that when folks come, they know exactly what to do and how to do it. This is all important to make sure that our launch, everything's been done correctly and executed exactly as the contracts require. Is there any other questions or comments? Love to hear from you guys.
Hey, Atlas, I'm going to have to jump off and pack up. We're heading up. But are we going to do the AMA at 4 o'clock as well? My time, sorry, 4 o'clock. It's whenever it normally is every day.
Yeah, of course. For me, look, there's no better place to be. Come through, say hello. I think the video that you did today, thank you for doing that explanation. That's going to help a lot of the folks that aren't here. I thought that everything went down extremely well. We had a really nice crowd here. I think up to 50 folks joining us. Thank you all for being here. And Brett, go do what you have to do, and we'll see you later this evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. Take care.
Let's get this crypto. All right. So yeah, guys, you don't have to FOMO. No one's going to miss out here. We have plenty of room in the public sales as well, and we're going to make sure that really everyone gets situated. There's plenty of time, and as you can see, the team's working nonstop, making sure that we get everything ready. Go to CERTIC. And actually, Mr. Green had a fantastic meeting for about an hour and a half today with CERTIC regarding our project. So things are moving in the right direction. We couldn't really be happier. And we thank all of you for your interest. And also, if there's folks out there, which I know there are, that are still waiting for me to respond, I do apologize. It's been quite busy because it's not only talking with you guys and getting you all informed and set up, but also back here with the team and looking at the work that's being done and helping them and aiding them and getting things set up. We're working on the DNS and a couple of things that's my responsibility into my realm. So just bear with me, and I'll be definitely getting back to you as we move forward in the next couple of days. We had a deadline to meet today on time. We met it. The system is live. It's working. The folks that have been whitelisted already are able to transact. If you need any, support, go ahead and write to us here. And, we're definitely going to continue to get back to everybody. So if there's technical questions regarding the system and return on investment, Brett is the man to talk to. More on the business side, come to me. And we're also getting our staff well-versed in the white paper and the intricacies of how the system's put together. So we're going to be able to also step up our game, sharpen our knife, and be able to help Brett out because he's getting the brunt of all the questions. We feel kind of bad for him. But as a system engineer, there's nobody better. And as we hear him explaining things to you guys, we're all learning as well, which is the key to, I think, the success here, being able to really understand the investment, manage it, and figure a strategy that's right for you. We're also having the calculator from Dr. Kelly Snook that's going to be coming, I think, within the next 48 hours. And we're going to be able to share that with you. We're looking forward to seeing how you interact with it, how you're able to figure out what the strategy fits best to your investment criteria and your investment goals. So that's going to be, I think, pretty fun. And we're very grateful to her getting involved and coming and building that out. So something else to look forward to as the next 40 hours happen. So any other question or comment, guys?
off the back of what you said there, if you are terribly busy, which I know you are, and you want me to walk Rooster through using XY Finance and get his USDC changed over to BUSD, I can take that one for you, bro. If you're busy.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. That's a huge help. Thank you, Brad. That's what they call him, Brad. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. I love that system over there at XY. It's a beautiful DApp as well. It's fantastic. So smooth. The way the design. What was that?
It's clean, professional, super easy to use. It's great for anyone that doesn't know how to use it and needs some help. No problem. It's really easy. You'll do it once and you won't need help again. It's a great app. It really is.
Fantastic. Thank you, Brad. So if you could reach out to Rooster, I'm sure he'll be really, really happy. He's been FOMOing hard. He's showing up with questions. He's very excited, and we've known him for some time, and we're just so happy to see him get his position and set himself up for all the great things that we're going to work towards here. So I'll be happy when he's sitting back, relaxing, and saying, okay, I got my position. I'm going to start working on talking to my folks that are going to come here and invest with me and really get situated. And one of the greatest things that I'm going to see develop is some of these fantastic leaders that are here with us that have so much experience, in these systems, really come in here and bring up our game, right? Like really start to educate, explain strategies, Medium articles, how they're able to be successful. I want to do some segments every week on really how folks are being effective in their growth, and share that with all of us, because the growth of one team is fantastic to see, but we want to grow together, right? We don't want anyone else to be left behind. So these folks are somebody that we need to, when they speak. I know, for example, when SK talks, I'm taking notes. There's just so much information, and there's other folks that I know they're starting to come, and they're going to be such fantastic assets for us to all be able to just pick up on their skill, how they're able to execute some of the things that they've done that maybe has been, a waste of time, and they've had to just let go and figure out what's effective. And some folks have a gift for talking. Some folks have a gift for writing. Some folks have a gift for, doing videos. Other folks are just, really good at, helping others, set themselves up. And through that, you can really stand out in the community. You can make a name for yourself. You can be somebody that folks look up to and find reliable. And that always, has a magnetism, brings them towards you. And there's always opportunities or friendships that can be established. We've seen that happen so much, right? So I can't wait to see that whole part of this develop. We saw it in our phase 1, but this is now phase 2, and it's at a whole nother level, And the folks that are getting involved are just so experienced, so fantastic, and kind, helpful, and successful. Is there any other question or comment?
Hey, one other thing, Atlas. Are we just buying NFTs on the pre-sale or on the private sale?
Which NFTs you're talking about?
Well, I mean, is this an NFT or is this the ARC token we're buying?
No. Okay, because there's two sets of NFT, Rooster. They're the private sale and pre-sale NFTs that are your placeholder, right? You make your contribution, and if you want to, once we finish the recording, look at the video again. You're gonna put your BUSD. You're gonna deposit it right with us, and then you're gonna get that NFT that it's gonna hold your place, and then you're gonna turn that NFT in at launch to get your ARC token. Now, I do want to be very clear. You're not going to get those tokens in your wallet. They're going to be deposited for you, claimed directly into the ROI DApp, so you could start, the whole process, playing the game here to earn. So everybody is
still there. I didn't know if it was like the silver NFT or if I can purchase that as well or what. I didn't know how all of that was going on.
Oh, sorry, I had my mute. Do you know the last thing I said, Mr.? Because my mute button was on. My apologies.
I don't know, man. I forgot.
So, okay, I don't want to repeat myself. Brad, were you paying attention?
Yeah, you were just saying how the tokens aren't going to your wallet; they're going straight into the vault.
Okay, did I elaborate as to how that's beneficial so that nobody can dump on anybody else?
You just started that phase of the description, but you actually cut out. So,
thank you. I appreciate that. So it's very important that we all understand as we come into these rounds of private and public sale that all the investors and everyone involved in the project that's getting tokens, before our launch is not going to ever have those tokens in their wallet. They're only going to be able to claim the tokens directly into the dApp, and they're going to get their tokens through, the claim function, right? So that enables us to sit back, sleep well, knowing that no team member, no whale or anybody who really aped in prior to launch is going to have the opportunity to dump those tokens on us and hurt our price stability and our long-term sustainable vision. So that's a fantastic thing. That was very important to me, that it had to be set in stone, because I have been, and I imagine many of you have also been in that situation where you get into a project and somebody that was close to the dev, got a favorable position. And then, once they get a 10X or 3 or whatever it might be that they're satisfied with, they just go ahead and dump on you. And it hurts. It really hurts. And I don't want that type of pain to happen to any of us. And I don't want to create something that's going to have that option. So after launch, everyone can do what they want. Everybody can purchase their tokens. They can hold on to them. And it is a free system, right? Capitalism at its best. Of course, take into account the taxes. If you don't come into the ROI dApp, you're going to get hit with those. But that's every man to himself and every man's strategy, at its best. However, that's how it's going to go down. Now, to go back to your question, Rooster, the silver, gold, and platinum NFTs are utilities that are tie into the whole system. And they're going to help you to change your strategy so you're able to stay in the investment longer, maximize your payout with your compounding strategies, as well as, get your rewards. And you're also going to be able to earn extra income from the whole system. So that's separate than these pre-sale NFTs. These pre-sale NFTs they don't really work with the system. Does that answer your question, Rooster?
Yeah, it does. So when would we buy the silver, gold, or platinum NFTs?
You're have an opportunity to purchase those before launch, as well as just purchase your levels for rewards with BUSD separate from the NFTs. You do not have to buy an NFT to invest here and to take advantage of the system and grow, right? You can either pay your levels BUSD or you can buy your NFTs with BUSD. And as we get further down the line, we're going to go into more details of what the strategy is, depending on how much you're investing, how many people you're going to bring in. Not one size fits all. So we're going to help you walk through that and figure out the calculator is going to come into play. And, maybe the strategy is not to buy the most expensive and most robust, powerful NFT and go with several small wallets and several small NFTs. It's going to be quite fun. It's going to be quite interesting to really let every investor or help every investor to figure out what's best for them, and let some of these amazing leaders come and, take us to school and give us some advice and some alpha, how they believe that the little guy can win and do really well, and how, the big whale or the big team leaders can come and also play their strategy and play their game according to how everybody fits in and plays together. So you're going to have plenty of time to get there and understand that. And you're going to have an opportunity to make sure that you're locked in and you're set for when launch happens. You're going to be able to, if you're bringing, referrals and you want to be able to capitalize on those referrals, you're going to be credited right from the start. Let's get this crypto.
All right. I guess I'll look for your phone call after we're done.
Oh, it's going to be Brad. Brad just volunteered.
Awesome. Brad, I got questions for you, so be ready.
Yeah, no problem, bud. All good.
Take it easy on my boy Brad.
Well, I'm kind of, I still I'm fairly new, and compared to a lot of you guys to all this, I'm still got a lot of learning. So that's why I'm always full of questions, and just bear with me, and I try to help others. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can, but I still feel pretty stupid in comparison to other.
Rooster, it's a new system, and we're all learning it. You know,
the whole crypto game. I'm only a year into the crypto market, man. So I feel like I'm still a virgin. I'm just halfway in there.
Yeah.
You know, all the acronyms just throw me for a loop.
So look, you're just look around the folks that are here with you, and if you don't recognize some of these folks and these names, in time you will. And
I know I recognize some of them already.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of somebody that's part of the family here at ARC, Mr. Bobsky. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I don't know if you can say hello or not.
Yep. Atlas, on the purchase for the NFT, you have the ability to go over 1,000. It goes up to 105. I've been asked, is that to cover gas fees, or do the gas fees come out of your wallet, or does it come out of your contribution?
No, your BUSD, right? It's your dollar, value, right? What you're going to contribute with, if that's what you're using, and that's completely separate from any gas. Gas is paid with the BNB. And that is something that we need to go ahead. I'll go ahead and note that to ask why it goes up to 105. Maybe it was a threshold that was implemented by the devs to make sure that transactions would go through if there was a slippage situation or something like that. But I doubt it as the BUSD value should just be a USD value. I'll get an answer to that. It's a great question, but I would not suggest anyone to try to exploit that and get more. Get an extra $5 in, that might have a connotative negative effect into the whole balancing of the system. Also, we're staying in round numbers, but that's something. Let me actually say this to Mr. Green, if you don't mind, because okay, that is important. It's funny how people. It's so funny how people always try to push the limits on things, right? And that's one of the things we learned from phase one, that if there's something to exploit, people are going to find it and they're going to try to use it. Hence why we've taken so much time to make sure, at least in the whole way the system balances out and the rules, that we're making sure that people are not going to try to take advantage.
Well, when you have the option to put the amount in, you can click max, and that will put the max. So I don't think someone's trying to exploit. I just think that where they clicked max, it's gone up to 105. It's 105.21.
105.21. Thank you for that. Okay, so there is a max. I personally have not used the DApp myself yet, so I'm glad you pointed that out, and we're going to hopefully get an answer very soon.
What the input on the DApp does is, if you put in an amount that's worth more than 1,000 BUSD, it automatically rounds it down to 1,000 BUSD in that token amount.
Oh, right, okay.
But why does it, if you hit max, go to 105, Alex, instead of just 1,000?
I don't think there's actually a max button on it, to be honest.
Brad?
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. I'm sure I saw a max button, but I apologize. I just transferred money on XY Finance, and that is where I saw the max button. I apologize.
Sorry, man, I was already thinking people are trying to be devious.
No, Alex is totally right. It is you put your amount in. I just got confused. So I've just transferred some funds from XY Finance.
It's something we can add later on as well, though.
All right. Well, that's music to my ears. We don't have to worry about that. I'm going to delete that and not bother Mr. Green. That we don't have to. Thank you, Alex, for coming and saving the day there with that, because it doesn't make sense. An extra 105.
But no, you can put 105 in on the ARC app. That is, you can put that in because I'm looking at it now. But there's no max button. That was my mistake. But you can put 105.
The transaction won't go through. It won't go through. That's been tested. Anything over 1,000, it's not coded that way. So if you put 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, it will reject the transaction. That's why I was pretty cool.
Hey, Atlas, I had a question.
Go right ahead, sir.
So I was just thinking about this situation. Say an individual, it's from the spur of the marketplace. Say an individual, buys in, they're overzealous, they want to buy 2 additional NFTs for pre-sale. One has myself as the referrer, the other one has SK as the referrer. Since the NFTs are tied to a referral, there'd be a conflict there. So how would that work?
I'm not sure I'm understanding if you explain that maybe a different way where the conflict would be. Can we go over that again?
So say, a third party, someone, random person decides they want to buy additional NFTs. Those NFTs, they have, a certain BUSD amount that they want to contribute, say $1,000. And when you do that, you also have to put in the referral wallet address that you want to go under. So one of those $1,000 one of those NFTs they buy is, say, under myself. They buy another one under SK. Now they have 3 NFTs. They go to deposit into the vault, right? All that BUSD will be deposited directly into their vault, but there's a conflict of one referral has me and one has SK, say, for example. Does that make sense?
No. Let me tell you what I'm understanding. You're worried about using a referral. You're talking about wallet 1 is the referral for wallet 2, and wallet 2 is a referral for wallet 3. Are we clear on that?
Essentially just a random person buys 2 different NFTs off of this marketplace.
You can only buy one per wallet. That's the answer to the question. You can only buy 1 NFT per wallet.
But there's a marketplace now.
Yeah, but it can be blocked off.
Okay, so
if you already own an NFT, the marketplace should block you off from buying a new one as well.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Thanks for that, Brad. I wasn't understanding. I didn't get what he meant. Sorry about that.
Okay, so if you already have, you can't buy 2 NFTs. There's only 1 per wallet, no matter if you wanted to pay, additional money. Okay.
Correct. There's only 1.
So if with the pre-sale NFTs, you're not storing any value on them, or is it like you won't get more NFTs for getting into the pre-sale, aren't you?
No, the NFT stores your value. That's exactly the purpose of it, to store the value. The value doesn't change. If you bought, let's say 500, if you're getting an end value, regardless of which round you come in, let's say of 300 ARC token, right? It's always going to be 300 ARC token, whether you bought into private or any of the public pre-sales. It'll always be that, because that's what you're going to claim that's going to be invested for you into the ROI DApp.
Okay, and it's getting...
I can't hear you, sir.
Sorry, I was muted. So there's the whole value I got from the resale on the NFT, and after that, it's getting deposited directly into the vault. Is that right?
Yes, it is going to be deposited directly into the vault to credit your wallet under your actual transaction. So you'll be live, and it'll just start everything off. So you'll be earning from that exact moment that you claim those tokens, but they will at no point go to your wallet first. We don't want anyone having tokens that's been given this opportunity to come into the private and pre-sales to dump on all of us later.
I see. And is there a way, or is it possible to get into the upcoming pre-sales as well with a wallet? It's already on the first private sale?
No, sir. Only one NFT. So you would have to make another wallet. And we encourage having several wallets. It's a 4,000 token cap per wallet. So, depending on how you want to do your strategy to invest, you'll decide how you're going to split it up. But we feel it's the right way. We're trying to avoid, guys, a lot of funny games and situations that could happen by folks having too many NFTs, right?
Okay, man. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir. Thank you for the question. Appreciate it. Let me see.
Atlas, I'm going to have to jump off here. I'll be back in about an hour. I've got to drive home, and I want to keep everything safe. So I'll see you in a bit. I've contacted Rooster, and I'll get that sorted for him as soon as I'm home.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And he knows that there's no rush. He's got his position, and we've got plenty of days to make sure that everyone's taken care of and just perfectly situated to move forward in the investment. Thank you for your time, Brad. I appreciate you being here, buddy.
No worries, mate. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Let's get this crypto.
Get this crypto.
Fantastic. Obviously, we got Brett Norden back. All right.
Yeah, anyway, I'm listening in while we're packing up, so carry on.
Okay, great. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, we're having some great.
Saw, Donatello, one of your team members, contacted us, so great to have you here. Thanks.
Appreciate it. I sent you a message. Check that out whenever you get time. I know you're busy.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, Donatello, for being very late in getting back to you, and it's not only you. There's a lot of folks. It's been quite a huge demand for really coming into the project, and folks wanting more information and seeing how they can get their teams really set up here correctly, from the beginning. Because you know what happens when people kind of sit on the sidelines and they wait too long. They want to see how things play out, and time again, if they don't take action and they make a decision, get informed, obviously educated, so they can make the best financial decision for themselves. And later you hear them. So they are all, just rushing over and wanting to secure themselves, which is quite understandable, but it's been a bit overwhelming, and I haven't been able to get back to everybody. I know we already shared today and yesterday some DMs, and you're somebody very special, very dear to us here in the project, a supporter from day one, and just somebody we really enjoy to be around. And you've been helpful. You've spent time with me as well, introduced us to some nice people, cult leader. And you're tapped in, turned on, and tuned into, some fantastic folks that are doing really cool stuff in the space. So, this is a home for you. And as I told you in our DMs, we got you all set up and covered. We got plenty of days. There's no rush. And we just want everybody to sit back and be a little patient as we make sure to get everyone situated correctly. As soon as we finish here, I'm going to start getting back to a lot of the folks. So we'll be just fine. Is there anybody else that might have a question or a comment regarding the pre-sale or anything regarding the whole project? We'd love to answer that for you. All right. Oh, Mr. Marcel, great to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Marcel W is also one of our founding syndicate members. top 50 wallets, first 50 wallets in the system, and another fantastic person out in the space who has been very, very kind and very patient to the project. Thank you for your support, man. I actually want to contact you too, as there's some really cool things developing, and your name's been put forth. So I know we shared yesterday some DMs as well. 1 second. And I hope you're feeling better. For those of you that don't know, I hope you don't mind me sharing, but Marcel's been on vacation and he ended up getting sick, him and his wife. And, they got COVID, and it's been a nightmare because they were on a short trip and they've had to just stay and extend. They're actually in my neck of the woods out in the Canary Islands. He knows for a while where I live. So, man, I hope you guys are feeling better, and I know you can't wait to get home, buddy, if you can hear me. Anything you need, of course, reach out. We're not too far from each other, man. But let's see here. My wife and I have been lucky. We haven't gotten to COVID. I know a lot of folks have been through it. It's been absolutely brutal. And a lot of folks have, lost their lives as well. So at least, we're happy to hear that you pulled through the other side. When we first started, actually, Gordy, we had like 2 team members when we first started that got COVID within 4 or 5 days of each other, living in two different countries in Europe. But it was like brutal. Like, wait, what are the chances?
It's a really strange one. I've had it 5 or 6 times. Nothing. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. But my dad had it once, and it was that the hospital was full. Otherwise, he would have been brought over there.
Wow. So you said 5, 6 times, and your symptoms were mild?
Well, basically not sick to a minor flu. But I got it like 2 or 3 times in 1 month. So holidays,
Wow. Well, you're a lucky man. I mean, you're young too, and I think in good health. So that definitely helps a lot. I had one family member that passed away from it, who had underlying health issues, diabetes and heart problems. So he unfortunately last year passed away. But yeah, there's other people like my wife's family has her sister's husband, overweight, smoker, diabetes and everything. And he had the COVID and was really fine. He didn't suffer. And his wife was very healthy. She was really struggling, fighting for her life. So it's kind of amazing how some people are affected in different ways. Hey, Mark, hope you're doing good, my friend. We had a nice chat this morning. Good to see you here, buddy. Good friend of the family here, Mr. Mark. All right. S23, you're doing all right, sir?
Oh, doing great, bro. I'm listening to the whole AMA. I'm just like doing things at the same time, so that's why I'm not talking too much.
No worries. You're fine, man. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work. Great job today, getting things pinned here in the chat and making sure that the bots and everything are protecting the TG and all the information is being put out correctly. Great work. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome, brother. There's a lot more coming, and this is it is the best community people-wise, and it's the best community in all the other things that make a community great. So we're making sure of it, all the team, that the people here are safe and they get their answers and everything works 100.
Well, you're an integral part of this fine, well-oiled machine. Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
Great
bro.
work.
My pleasure and my honor.
Thank you, bro. So, hold on a second here. Is there anybody else that might have a question that's joining us or a comment? We've been on here, I believe, now for 2 hours and 3 minutes. We'd love to hear from you if you want to ask anything or have a comment. You can unmute your mic and go ahead and speak up.
Yeah, Alice, I think a lot of the people that we had under were planning on aping pretty hard. So just to clarify for them, 1 NFT per wallet, but there are no, if you're in on pre-sale 1, you can't get in on pre-sale 2 or pre-sale 3. You can only get in on 1 pre-sale. So 1 NFT per wallet in total.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Does that make things very hard and confusing for you guys?
Well, it's the first that we've ever seen this, right? With Furio and other, people were buying them up like crazy. So that's what, wasn't clarified, I guess. So that everyone was kind of thrown off.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
When we heard that.
Wait, hold on a second. There is for the private 1, 2, and 3. Man, I'm glad you brought that up. For private 1, 2, and 3, they are going to have a set price. It's not going to be from 250 to 1,000. Wow, man, I feel really bad. I made a mistake there. Look, from 1, 2, and 3, it's a set price. Now there is a limit as to how many you can get. Brett, hold on a second. Is Brett here with us? I know he was packing.
Hey, yeah, I was almost going to jump on there because I heard
Thank
what
you,
you were
man.
saying. Yeah. So, and let me think. we wrote this all up so long ago. I'm trying to think back, but yeah. So only 1 private per wallet, but in the public rounds, you will be able to buy up to 4 of the public round pre-sale NFTs per wallet, and those will have a fixed price. And the fixed price will be probably around $1,000 to $1,500, somewhere in there for 1 of the public NFTs. But once we get through the private round, we're going to recalculate the raise, look at what the pricing will be for those public rounds, and then we'll publish all of that so you'll know all the rules going into the public rounds. But yeah, you'll be able to hold up to 4 per wallet in the public rounds.
Plus Brett, the private one.
Yeah, this is only the private round, and we made it a special price and a special raise just for the private with special rules. So the publics will be probably more in line with what you were used to with Furio.
But Brett, what would be for those 4 NFTs? What would be the, let's say you're saying between 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 each NFT, and you can have 4?
Up to 4. Yes, you're able to purchase up to 4.
Oh, right. All right, man. I'm glad you came back. There was somebody here that I gave the wrong information to. We've been so focused on the private one and being very adamant about only 1 mint per wallet and only 1. Now, another part of the question, can you add public pre-sale NFTs to your private on top of it?
I don't think we completely defined that, but I don't see if there would be an issue with that. So why don't we talk about that this week? But I don't see a problem with adding the public NFTs to the private NFT wallet.
Fantastic. Resin, does that make your life easier?
Yeah, it does. It helps out. But I also have another question that on top of that 4 limit is the limit of 4 NFTs per public pre-sale, or is that all together 1, 2, and 3?
No, that's only 4 per wallet. So we unlimited amount of wallets. Once it goes public, it's a free for all. First come, first serve until that round is finalized. So we will have a fixed number of NFTs available for the public rounds. And so it's first come, first serve, and it's unlimited wallets, but only 4 NFTs per wallet.
What he meant was if you can buy 4 from the round 1 pre-sale, and then 4 from the round 2, and 4 from the round 3, if I got that right.
Correct.
Yeah. The answer to that would be no. So you'd only be able to hold 4 of the public round NFTs in a wallet. If you wanted to buy additional each round, you would have to start a new wallet.
Even if it's below the 4,000 mark?
Yes, because it's the pre-sale price. So we still want to keep some level of buying pressure as we transition to launch. And then also give people a fair chance, because I think those rounds will probably sell out pretty quickly.
That clears everything up. Thank you, guys.
That's great logic there. I think that's great logic. Brett, thank you. I appreciate that. And we're going to have to try to track down, I don't know if the person that I gave the information to, I think it was actually Rooster, if I'm not wrong, who was asking about that. But we didn't go into that much detail as the question from Resin. Okay. Great question, Resin. Glad you stepped up. I was just about to close off the recording because there's so many people that I really need to get back to. Is there anybody else that might have a question or a comment?
I'd just like to chime in just really briefly. I only just found out about this project today, so I tuned into this whole AMA, and I must say it's really impressive, and you guys have given a really good sort of high level overview of how it works. So yeah, thanks very much for making it clear, and you've definitely got a very interested future investor here. As far as people that are arriving in the project now, pre-private sale, is there anything that we can do to be involved in the private sale, or are we just going to be are we going to be going into just the public sales now?
All right. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Harry. Sorry about that. My computer is actually freezing up, so I transferred over to the phone. I did hear your question, and thank you for the kind comment. I'm glad to have you here, and we look forward to you being a part here of the investment community. There obviously is a system that we've created to make sure that our syndicate founders who have been here for, I think, since March, April, are given the priority access, as well as the folks that invest into our phase 1. And those folks have already been whitelisted and are coming through. And there's just some folks that have, been advisors and helped the project. And we're going to make sure that they also can get in. There's limits. We want to make sure that everybody gets fair treatment. And we have a waiting list just in case the raise of the folks that we have actually whitelisted and will be whitelisted throughout the week. If there's still room available to give opportunity to new investors, we will absolutely be able to go ahead and contact you and work out a whitelist position. So we can't promise that you'll get it, but there is no issue with going ahead. If you want to send me a DM, I will be happy to add you, Mr. Harry, to the list.
Perfect. No, thanks very much for that. I totally understand. I mean, you got to look after the people that were the OGs, but yeah, if there's a chance, then I've already dropped you a DM actually. And there's another question in there as well. So yeah, I'll correspond with you via DM. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Harry. I appreciate your interest and your question, and bear with me getting back to you as we have a couple of people to talk to, and as well as a lot of DMs to answer. But you don't have to worry. There's plenty of time, as we have till Friday to get this private round. And either way, there's going to be 3 more weeks of public. And I think you're definitely early and you're on time to be here and join us. So thank you.
Perfect. Let's get this crypto.
Yeah, let's get this crypto, my friend. Let's go. Is there anybody else that would like to ask a question?
As usual. My phone rang just as you spoke before. As far as Harry goes, I'll look after Harry. He's someone I got onto it.
Oh, fantastic. Man. So, okay. Harry, you're in a good place, man. Mark's been with us from day one, and he's somebody that we have grown to care about quite a lot. Been very supportive, very active. I think out of the 67 podcasts we did in 69 days, this man was here probably for almost all of them, if not all. Is that correct, Mark?
Yeah, me too. I had no reception. That's why I missed him.
Yeah, sometimes you go through those dark spots in reception as you're on the road working. But yeah, you come and hang out with us, and look, we like to spend time here. There's a passion for what we're doing here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, a question I got, we touched on it yesterday, with if you go in with multiple wallets, the best strategy for the NFTs. Did we touch on that at all?
I did have a conversation about that with Brett this morning after we spoke. A couple hours after that, I got some rest after we spoke, Mark, and we did decide what advice to give you, and we'll do that privately as far as your strategy and how to best place yourself. So I'm going to be getting back to you on that, and everything else we spoke about as far as getting organized. That's all well, and I know over the weekend you're going to get yourself organized. So yeah, you're all set, and I'm going to let you know because we did figure that out.
Yep. Okay. Beautiful. All righty. I best
Fantastic.
ready for work then.
Thanks for all your patience. You've been
right,
you've been an
man.
angel, man. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Hey, I wanted to ask a quick question.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, you guys said that it's unlimited wallets for the public sales, right?
Unlimited wallets. I don't know if that's the right way I would phrase it. When we open you're saying the public sale, correct? Or
Yes.
private? Just to be clear.
Public.
Which one? Yeah, the public. We're going to open it up, right? And that's going to be pretty much a first come, first served basis. We might leave a couple of spots that we might guarantee for folks. Maybe we do some contests or shills, or maybe something that's interesting to promote the project. We haven't made decisions yet, but if we did, it'd be something very, very small. And we're talking very small, as we want everyone to really have unfettered access to come and invest. Once it's filled, as far as the amount of tokens available for sale at that stage, then obviously we would close it off, and then wait till the next round opens up.
Got you. And once we have those wallets, are we allowed to consolidate the NFTs into one wallet?
We kind of touched on that before, and Brett was saying that there's going to be a maximum of 4 NFTs that are going to be available, allowed. Let me phrase that correctly. Allowed to be 4 in one wallet. I believe that's
okay.
What we
Understood.
Correct. And that's for all 3 rounds.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, Brett, if there's anything wrong with what we just told him, please let me know. Is there anybody might have a question for us or a comment? We'd love to hear from you guys. Fortunate you're still here with us.
Yes, sir. I am right here.
All right. Look, I think we're going to go ahead and close off the recording for this evening. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes, and I think that we want to keep it up to here. We're going to hang out, I think maybe probably another 15, 20 minutes after that, because I do have to get back to a lot of the folks that have patiently been waiting for a reply. So if you could go ahead, please, and close off the recording, I'd really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you.